Good morning, my stamping friends. Brenda Hillard here at createwithbrenda.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love sharing my passion for paper crafting, card making, 3D projects with you using the beautiful Stampin' Up! Products. So today I have a fun little project for us. It's a quick and easy card. I wanted to introduce you to a couple of products, and the papers that you see lying here are the 2020-2022 in color 6x6 designer series paper. You guys, these prints are so fun, and they're really versatile in your card making. And the nice part is that they're manageable. They're the 6x6 size, okay? So in this pack, you get 40 sheets of 6x6 paper. You get double-sided designs. So is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my little dragonfly. He's our inspiration for today. But you get these patterns of the Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, and Cinnamon Cider. Okay, and then just because they're on their second year of using this color, we still have the embellishments. There's designer series paper that coordinates with it. And like I said, these are all double-sided. So here's the flip side of all those colors. And today I've chosen to use Bumblebee and the Misty Moonlight. So let me show you the products that we're going to use. These are available in my online store. And this month, when you order from me and use my host code, my May 2021 host code, and your order totals $50 or more in product, that's before tax and shipping, then I will send you absolutely free one of our silicone craft sheets. And these little buggers are amazing. You'll see me use mine quite a bit when I'm applying adhesive, whether it's the Stampin' Seal or the liquid, our multi-purpose liquid glue. They're great for keeping the excess adhesives on this mat versus your work surface, and it keeps your projects from getting kind of gooey and sticky. All right, let's bring our little guy back in. Today I want to share with you the Dragonfly Garden and the coordinating punch. So this was in our, or is in, I should say, our January through June mini catalog, but it has carried over to our annual catalog as well. And it is really a fun set to play with. I've made lots of cards with this set, and like I said, I'm really glad it carried over, because I will continue to create cards with this set. And while there's all kinds of new stuff in the catalog, we need to really start looking at what we love out of that January through June mini catalog that didn't carry over, because on June 1st, that's going to be the start of the last chance sale. So don't delay on getting those items from the mini that you've had your eye on. So when I'm talking about the mini, I'm talking about this catalog right here. And like I said, there's going to be the last chance starting on June 1st. But you don't even want to wait for that, because they sell out so quickly. So get your list together from this catalog and place your orders before they're gone. So this can be found in the new catalog, the new annual catalog, this one. If you do not have this catalog, please contact me at the link that I'll post right right down at the bottom in the description on this video, and you can request a catalog from me and I'll be happy to send one out to you. So page 23, and you can see it goes with the print from In the Wild beautifully. Don't forget to look at your catalogs for inspiration for layout. And let's get started with our project. I'll show you what I have for us today. And like I said, it's a pretty simple yet fun project. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of Misty Moonlight, and this is 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to fold that in half and give it a good crease with my bone folder. You're going to need a piece, actually 2 pieces that measure 3 3/4 by 5. And you can see I've already stamped the little flyaways here for my insert. So I'm just going to, whoops, helps if you take that off ahead of time. I'm just going to put some adhesive on the top of my insert here. And you've heard me say that before, but when I put it just on the top, it actually saves a lot of adhesive, and then it's okay that it just wants to flip up, okay? So there's that. We'll put it aside. Let's bring in our other piece of 3 3/4 by 5 inch basic white, and is what I'm going to put on my stamp or on my block is this little, I don't know if they're butterflies or dragonflies. I think they could pass for either, but I'm going to call them dragonflies for right now because that's the theme on our card. And is what I'm going to do is just ink this up with the bumblebee ink, moving it around on my ink pad. And then I'm going to start down here in at the bottom. And I'm just going to bring in my stamp pad because that's going to help me so that I don't overstamp on my mat. Because I'm going to start with it off from the, and then I'm going to have them kind of cascading up this way. And then up again. And over. And then again, I'm going to just stamp them off from my card a little bit. I'm going to flip this over so I don't rub the ink off from my mat onto my project. And I'm just going to quickly clean off my butterflies. And you can see my chamois is well loved, but it works. I just rinse it and it stains, but it does not affect how it stamps. You know, while I had that out, you know me and my no naked envelopes. Oh, I already did it. I just wanted those little butterflies right there. Dragonflies. That's what they are. Dragonflies. I wanted those on my envelope flap. All right. So let's bring in our dragonfly stamp here, and I'm just going to mount that on my block, and this is the D block. And if we take a look at our punch, you can see when we turn it upside down that we want, when we stamp our, I have a scrap piece of basic white right here. And is what I'm going to do is when I stamp this, I want to stamp it in the same orientation as our punch. That way, when I take and slide it down, it's all in the right, you know, at the right angle for me, or position, so that I don't have to angle my paper and fight with that. All right, I'm bringing in the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm going to ink up. I have a little fuzzy on my pad. There we go. Inking that up well, and then I'm going to just stamp right here. I'm going to give that just a minute to dry while I give you the other measurements for the designer series paper that we need, okay? So here's where I've used that beautiful designer series paper, the in colors from 2022. This is the Misty Moonlight, and I'll be using this pattern. And this measures 1 by 3 3/4. And then I have this piece of Bumblebee, and I've chose this. It reminds me of like the ball and chain, you know, the little, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they use it like for little necklaces for kids and stuff. But this measures 2 by 2 3/4. Okay, so this should be good. I'm going to bring in the Daffodil Delight combo for our Stampin' Blends. And if you haven't colored with these, when you color on your designer or on your basic white cardstock, you're going to want a mat to protect your work surface, because the alcohol, the intention is that it bleeds through and it gives you a really, really nice coverage for your image. So let's take, I'm going to start with the light, and I'm just going to quickly color in the wings on the dragonfly. All right, that was the light. Now I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to use, you'll see that there's a thin line here and a thick line here. This is your brush tip, this is your bullet tip, okay? So I'm going to take the brush tip, and wherever I think there would be a shadow, like in the real, like if you were looking at a dragonfly, it feels like it would always be darker close to their body. And this is my interpretation. Yours might be different. But it'll be darker close to their body, and then it gets lighter as it goes out with some dark on the under, just on the undersides of the wings. So there's our shaded dragonfly. Why do I keep calling it a butterfly? I don't know. All right, so remember how I told you to punch or to stamp it so that your punch lines up? You remember that we use our punches upside down so we can line them up. And then once you have them where you want it, you can just simply punch, and there's your dragonfly. I love this set. It's super fun. It makes quick and easy cards. I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of our DSP strip. And this I'm just going to place right across in that gap that I left when I was stamping the dragonflies. And then I have another little piece of Misty Moonlight here, and this measures 2 1/8 by 2 7/8. And I have that set up just so it makes like 1/8 of an inch border around our bumblebee paper, okay? There's a sentiment in here that I just love. It says, "May good things grow all year long." So what I want to do is I'm going to clean off my Dragonfly stamp. And I'm just going to add on the May Good Things Grow to my block. Bring in my Misty Moonlight ink. And I'm going to ink this up. And then I'm just going to stamp a little bit to the right side and in the middle. Give it time to penetrate the paper. And then we can take some Stampin' Seal, add that to our sentiment piece, and I'm just going to center this the best I can on our piece of Misty Moonlight here. And that I want to pop up with our regular size dimensionals. I've been pretty aggressive, it looks like, with this pack of dimensionals. Look at, I even have a hole in there. All right, take off my backings. And then we're just going to flip this over. And I want to add it right here on our card. And I'm going to take our shaded Dragonfly, and I'm going to give him a full-size dimensional as well. And we're just going to put him right down here in the corner. Are you liking it? I'm loving it. So I'm going to put this on the back. I think besides like the red, black, white, gray color combination, these blues and yellows are like my favorites. So I'm just going to center that now on our card front. And what's a card without some bling, right? So I'm going to bring in, these are from the Artistry Blooms. There are adhesive back sequins. They carried over from last year's annual catalog, which I again am grateful for because they're iridescent and they really just kind of match about anything that you do. So there's our card. And I am not going to put a sentiment in this one because I really feel like this could be just a hello. It could be a thank you, and it would also make a perfect birthday card. So I hope you'll check out the Dragonfly Garden. If you already have the Dragonfly Garden, I hope you'll give this card a try. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. That's how my business grows. And it keeps me motivated to keep coming back to you with more card making and 3D ideas using Stampin' Up! Product. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.